Can you still sell your online course profitably with Facebook ads in today's world? Let's find out. Hey, what's up, digital dads? I hope you're having a great week. And if you're brand new here, I want to say hey and welcome. My name's Kerry. I'm the founder of Digital Dads, and I created this channel to help dads escape the 9-to-5 grind and create an online income through a digital course business. Over the last 1 to 2 years, the sentiment kind of in the online course creator community or info product community, or even in the e-commerce world, is that Facebook ads have gotten increasingly more expensive and more difficult to make profitable. A lot of this is due to, people thinking there is more competition, or the biggest thing is the iOS 14 changes that have happened again over the last 1 to 2 years. They've been kind of rolling it out, I guess. And so there's been this messaging out there. If you watch the YouTube videos, you go in the Facebook groups, if you're in these communities where, people are talking about using Facebook ads, everybody says that costs have gone up. You can't track your leads. Facebook ads are harder to make profitable. And as a result, a lot of course creators and people in my world, info products, coaching, consultants, they've moved away from Facebook ads and maybe more focused on YouTube ads or focused on organic activity on social media to drive leads. And so I wanted to talk about today how I am still using Facebook and Instagram ads profitably. And I want to show you what my strategy is. And it's interesting because what I have seen from firsthand experience, and I don't know, I've spent a few $100,000 over the past few years, on Facebook ads. I don't have the exact number. It's multiple hundreds of thousands. But what I've seen over the past few years is I really haven't seen that much has changed when it comes to selling my courses. And that's the honest truth. And I want to back that up with some info from Facebook ads that I'm running right now and show you kind of what those lead costs are and the results that I'm getting. Do some quick math with you and tell you what I can make from this and how profitable they can be. And I will say that there are certain things where I have pivoted away from Facebook ads that aren't as profitable as maybe they were maybe in 2020. And I want to talk about that as well. But I just want to dive in today. I want to kind of show you how I would recommend that you use Facebook ads to sell your course, what that strategy looks like, and take you through that process and what's working for me. I know this isn't for everyone. I know that there are lots of people in my position out there who may have a different experience, but I want to show you what's working for me and maybe how you can apply it in your own business with Facebook and Instagram ads to run them profitably. The first thing I want to talk about is the big change that I've made when it comes. Wait, hold on, I really need your help. We're a brand new channel and we want to reach more dads that need this information to create an online income through a digital course business. So if you could just take 1 second to help us out greatly, hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get notified. That would help us out so much. Hitting that like button tells YouTube this is good content and they'll push it out to more dads. Back to the video. The first thing I want to talk about is the big change that I've made when it comes to Facebook ads and what I've seen over the last couple years in my own business. And that is that my automated webinar funnel that sells my course has not been profitable in a couple years. And that's the biggest thing. Throughout 2020, I was able to make about 2x back on my ads, running them to an automated webinar where they could watch it kind of on demand and then buy the course. And I was able to do that profitably for the majority of 2020. It was awesome. And there were weeks when it was 3 or 4x, and there were weeks when it was 2x or 1.5x, but it was always profitable for at least 7 or 8 months out of 2020. But I started to see the results decline, and I've tried multiple times with that automated webinar funnel to redo the webinar, redo the copy, those kind of things, redo the sales pages, and try to get that profitable again. And I've not been able to get it profitable since 2020. Now, I know that there are many other people out there running automated funnels and they're able to get them profitable. So, it may just be my webinar and something I need to work on. But what has consistently been profitable for me are live launches. I've run both webinars, live webinars, and been able to make those much more profitable than my automated webinars. And what works the best for me are challenges. So I run a 5-day live challenge for my other course, and it has consistently been profitable, and the numbers have stayed pretty consistent over the last 2 years. And I've run probably 11 or 12 of these challenges with similar format. I run Facebook and Instagram ads for all of them, and they have consistently been, I would say, between 2.5 and 4x return on my ad spend, ROAS, for all of those challenges. They're always extremely profitable. And so at the time of filming this right now, I am currently spending about 12 to 1500 per day on Facebook ads for my next 5-day challenge. And I want to show you what those results are like right now. So this is a free challenge. So when people click on an ad, they're going to be able to sign up for free. So I'm not making any money on the front end. I'm making money on the back end when I actually sell my program. So if you see my screen here, I've got a screenshot that I have my ad manager send over to me of just some of our current ad sets, so you can at least get a little bit of feel for what we're seeing right now. The big thing I want you to notice is that we have all of these different ad sets, which are just different targeting. We have some retargeting in here. You know, these are all just kind of jumbled in because we're looking at the ad set level. But if you look over right here, here are all the leads that I've gotten in the last 1 to 2 weeks. And here is our average lead cost right here, $6.60. This is what we're seeing right now. You can see the date. These are the date ranges. So it's, right now as I'm filming this video. Some of the ad sets, are up at $12, which probably need to be, optimized. And some of them are as low as like $4.32, $3.61. And so we've got this average of $6.60. And so that lead cost for me is pretty good. We've run challenges that have been as low as, I would say, $5, but we've also run challenges where the lead cost is as high as $7.50, maybe even closer to $8. I think our last challenge was getting closer to $8. And so, I would say that different times of the year, and depending on what's going on with politics and elections, or what the sentiment is like in the economy, you will see those lead costs fluctuate a little bit. But for me, I've only seen it fluctuate over the last 2 years between about $5 and $8, which is manageable, and you can make that extremely profitable. So what I want to do next is I want to show you quickly the funnel that people are going to when they click on one of these ads, and what registers as a lead. And then I want to talk to you about a little bit of the math behind this and show you how profitable it is for myself. So the funnel that I'm sending this to, as I mentioned, is my 5-day challenge. And it looks like this that you see on my screen right here. So it is a 5-day free challenge. You're welcome to go look at this page, see the copy and everything that's on it. But what people are doing when they come to this page is they're clicking one of these red buttons and they are giving me their first name, email, and phone number. The phone number is optional, and I've found that it does not decrease conversions. It has not raised my lead cost adding that phone number in there. And I find that even though it's optional, which you see right here that I make it very clear that it's not required, I still see that about 80 to 90% of people put in their phone number here and actually give their phone number even though they don't have to, which tells me a lot of people are preferring text reminders for these types of events. That's just something I wanted to point out. So when somebody registers here, they fill out this form, that registers a new lead in my Facebook Ads Manager. And honestly, I've seen that the tracking has been pretty good. We've gone through some periods where it's been kind of funky, but it's gotten better, I would say, over the last 6 months or so. And we've seen that the tracking has been pretty reliable. It's off here and there, but it's been pretty decent. So that's how you register a lead. And so again, this has been working really, really well for me consistently over the last 11 to 12 challenges. This has been about my lead cost, somewhere in that $5 to $7 range, and we've been able to make it really profitable. What I want to do now is just show you what kind of results I'm getting from these ads when all is said and done, when I've pitched my course on the back of the 5-day challenge. So I've got my calculator out here. And for this upcoming challenge, I'm planning to spend around $50,000 on ads. That's my ad budget for this challenge. I'm gonna spend upfront about $50,000. Now, the good news is we have some sponsors for the challenge. We also have VIP revenue where we have a kind of a upsell at the beginning where people can pay us $67 or $97 to get some additional access during the challenge. So we will recoup some of this money up front, but we will not be profitable when the challenge starts on day 1. But I wanna show you at the end of the challenge where I will be sitting when all is said and done. So if we spend $50,000 on ads for this next live 5-day challenge, and we keep that lead cost about $6.56, which is what we just saw in the Facebook Ads Manager. So we'll divide that by $6.56. That will give us somewhere in the range of 7,621 leads. So if our lead costs hold $6.56 that we're paying per lead, and we spend $50,000, we'll get about 7,621 leads. Now, let's assume that I that I'm able to convert just 2% of those leads into my $1,000 course on that live challenge. So let's multiply that by 0.02, and that's gonna give us 152 sales. So if we convert 2% of those registrants, that's gonna give us 152 sales at about $1,000 a piece, and that number will actually be a little bit higher because we do have an upsell when they buy our course, but let's just assume it's $1,000. That's gonna give us $152,439 in revenue. So as we just mentioned, spend $50,000 on ads, convert 2% of those people into sales. We've made about $152,000. And so you can do the math pretty easily. That's about a 3x return on our ad spend. And that's typically right in the range of what we see. And so that's pretty profitable. We spend $50,000, we make $100,000 in profit on a 5-day challenge, and almost exclusively getting our leads from Facebook and Instagram ads. The last thing I would add is that with these challenges, we have diversified. We have a really nice email list where we get a lot of the leads from our email list. We get leads from YouTube organically, and we also run YouTube ads. But the majority of our leads are coming from Facebook and Instagram. And so this is kind of what we've seen over the last couple of years. And I hope this is helpful to show you that you can still make a lot of profit with Facebook and Instagram ads. And this is just the strategy that has worked for me. Running to some kind, I think the best strategy, running to some kind of free training, free event, maybe it's a summit, a challenge, a video series, a live training series, or even just a webinar, this has been very profitable for me, even today, in today's world, post iOS 14 world, still been very profitable. So that's what I would recommend, and I hope this was helpful to you. By the way, if you want to get my complete strategy on how to build a digital course with the knowledge you already have and kind of how I would recommend doing that step by step, you can go over to carrieegler.com/book, and you can download my free ebook and audiobook called How to Become a Digital Dad. Again, this is completely free, and you can get it at carrieegler.com/book. See you next week.